Thanks for being on my show or tuning in, I should say. I'm super excited to announce the launch of my beta, Change Your Stars, How to Navigate Your Intuitive Gifts to Live Your Life with Purpose. So it's about to get out of the gateway on the highway. If you've actually saved your spot, join me on a Sunday. You should be getting an email very soon. It's an exclusive opportunity before I literally send it out on the airwaves. I should say the highway of the earth realm. So be sure to look for that in your inbox for those of you that have shown up with your hearts open and ready to receive. But today I just want to go down further into exploring the Merkaba, the spinning triangles of the creation of our architect in design. And think about it, how boring would the planet be if we all had the same design, by the way? I mean, let your own inner light shine out. And if you sense someone is all butthurt, literally, you got to shoo them off. Because this is your soul story incarnate, not theirs, by the way. And I don't know about you, but have you noticed about what really is triggering people lately? I could just share a post on social media with a snippet of a comment just saying curious or question everything or this looks interesting. And it's even more curious when I see who all goes down the rabbit hole. So if this is you, not to worry, just know those are triggers. Triggers are actually growth periods. People are growing. Something is literally misaligned in your soul story or your spirit story. You're off path. So yeah, triggers are pretty curious, but that's what's happening. There's a lot of growth going on, a lot of change, a lot of transformation. We're actually in a time on the earth realm where we're exploring peace and reconciliation, unity. So I just did a show on Sunday about gifting through our back energetic centers and bringing actually a prism of unity in the backside and exploring it out into outer reality. So I'm going to explore reality of this thing called life today. It's the last aspect of the Trinity inside of us. Every body on the planet has this aspect. It's just how it plays out in your story of your soul, that we create reality on the earth plane. What does that even look like? So once we start to attract what we're even trying to manifest or create, our spirit actually does care what we authentically become. Lots of people are stuck. They're obsessing on the object of their desires in the world of spirituality, God, the greater spirit, Kuan Yin, whatever you want to call it, is actually obsessing on who you are becoming. It's like what you're attracting. So life is all about the experience of who you really are. That's how reality is built for us in the cosmic matrix, to experience who we really are, every essence of the world. Truly, authentically from our heart space. Not who our ancestors are, our parents, our teachers, or anybody else for that matter. Not what they want us to become, but actually the greater universe, the galactic cosmos, right? Along with, who do you want to actually become next in your story? So what is the conscious goal? What will you or what do you want to experience? So the goal of conscious manifestation is who you will be authentically and also who you will become. So it's not what you'll own. It's not what people think. That's the zero zone. Excuse me. And if you know me, that's an adjective there. It's the zone of neutrality. And how do you stay neutral in the zone? It's definitely not the status of what you will even achieve on on the planet. God universe doesn't care. You don't get to take the load with you, right? So it's not even how you're going to go down in history. So I know a lot of people create vision boards, myself included, or goals based on a lot of those things. So that status of what you're going to receive or how rich you're going to be, what car you're going to drive, all of this stuff, right? So everybody is focused on the outcome, but how many of us are focused on the experience, the authenticity of the experience? Every person is actually focused on the goal and the then what. I actually read a book, I think it's called The Code of Extraordinary, and he actually talks about the goals. So I think that's like reality in action. But most of us aren't focused on the process of even becoming anything. It's the process. It's along with mastering the process of what that even looks like to create the outcome. And it's not just focusing on the outcome that'll reveal, it's not going to reveal the process. The process is the baby steps. That's why so many people get stuck in the cosmic loop, the negative cosmic loop. They're looking at the goal and where they want to go, not the baby steps. So I just finished up my Change Your Stars Webisode Series. I talked about setting your energy centers, bringing in, again, the good juju juice from the spiritual realm, your ancestors, God, universe, and all the glory of positivity in the oneness field. And most people are expecting that the path is just going to magically rise up in front of them. And it never does, of course. It's the process of getting into the flow that we need to master within this multi-conscious stream awareness of all of our inner characters in our garden that are playing around. And when you master this, you'll then be at your desired result, the heart's desire, basically, when you become literally the desire of your result and vice versa. So the desired result then actually authentically becomes who you are. And once you become something, that's when you're actually doing it, you're performing it. So when I was just doing beauty work at my studio and also my energetic work, if you've ever experienced a true energetic, holistic, organic, quantum, next level face and body treatment for me, it's next level. But so just doing the beauty aspects, hairdresser, whatever you want to call us, I was literally performing to make others feel and look beautiful. And yes, I'm magical at it, top notch, next level. But why? Because I was becoming my clients. It was truly giving me a buzz when I could upscale their perception of not only feeling good on the inside, but actually radiating on the outside. So what this looks like astrologically is it's a Virgo. It's a comet in the asteroid of Chiron. And if you know any Virgos, myself, I have a Virgo rising. So we're known to be a little more anal retentive. Why do you think it took me so long to start doing videos without having screens and images? Because I would self-sabotage myself, and I just had to go get drop the F-bomb there, but I had to get the its. Super, super hyper aware of all of these tiny details. Most things people don't even see, acknowledge, nothing. I'm just hyper aware. They seem to be not really that important to all of the rest of the galaxy, actually, the cosmic clutter. Healers, analysts, organizers, actually service providers in a way. We just get everything done. It's easier to rely on ourselves than on other people. That's really actually quite difficult. But it's the human body. So definitely I'm hyper aware not only of my own body, but also the bodies of others, the body morphology, the imbalances, the auric fields, all this stuff is just things that I just see them naturally. If you've ever gone out with me, I remember when my hands first started healing up and God Universe would just show me who needed a little glimmer of their soul story moved a little bit, their energy aspects. I would do that. I give people crystals. I'm kind of just go with the flow. So we all have these aspects. It's just I have one speaking literally right through me, diligently, I might add, to my cosmic suit. But the human body comes together into a magical system. It's our personal health, where we work, it's our service, and how we do this. We all have this, and Virgo just as an aspect is known of being high maintenance, clutter free. If you were to see my house, you wouldn't think that, but that's a lie. Honestly, it's an appearance. But in reality, we're just more aware of the conscious streams. High strung, maybe a little bit bizarre or different, unique. But the truth of all of this is, it's the aspect of performance and how we perform. And we get performance anxiety. We don't even know where or what or even any of this come from. This anal retentive thing that comes from sitting on top of God Universe looking down and vice versa. So it's being in the world and of it and of the world and in it multidimensionally all the time. And just being aware of all the little disciples below in a way. So it's what sits for me. Every year I pop out of body. I go back into the other dimension. I sit at this cosmic round table. It's white and effervescent and glorious in all the magical ways, with beings that are otherworldly, I'm totally upcycling when I go back. I go back every year. If you're ever around me around Christmas time, you'll recognize that I'm not physically in this dimension. I'm more otherworldly. That's just an aspect that happens for me. Even, I probably would coin myself as a highly intuitive psychic spyer, which is interesting because I don't spy on purpose. I spy out of curiosity, but just consumed with all of the details. So the healer aspect is because we're trying to actually get the body to perform. We all have this. So it's a body of spirit, of soul, and of energy, just literally trying to get the of body part to do its logistics, right? To make all of this cosmic soup work on the earth plane. And just having a sense of what aspects are out of place or in place and the puzzle pieces, and just sensing what's preventing the situation in our cosmic soup. It's like cooking a stew that never becomes stew. It stays watery like a soup. So organizers, why are we organizers? Why do we organize? Well, we're taking a look at all of the aspects for a better way to perform, and just having a sense magically of what isn't performing to being with what is working, what isn't working. So it's just interesting to create this deluxe operation that's high performance. It's like a high performance engine. The reason I say an engine is my dad's a master mechanic, and I understand the difference between an engine and a motor. So it's just all the organization, and ultimately to perform better, because it's just a natural gift. It's, we don't even think about it. It's just what we do. And the reason analyzing is that's just something we love to analyze. It's, to reveal why something is or isn't performing, we analyze the performance. Just wanting to know what aspect inside of us, the conscious world, that's out of place. And we all have this. I'm not any different. It's just where it plays out in my soul story, or even why, right? So when we literally become something, that's when we begin to perform whatever that is. And we experience the aspect of it as actually being alive. Then it actually becomes real in reality. And then the things actually really become real. They're tangible. So in all, this aspect of all of us, that's where we become attached in reality, that every little detail, every little aspect of reality, every little part, every little mechanism, it's just natural. So reality is not an easy task when you think about managing it. And once things become real, the aspect of being human begins to fear that it's going to stay stuck this way. So in being human, we forget. I talk about this actually in Change Your Stars, the zones and the aspect of those zones where we forget who we are, spirit, before we come in. So we're just kind of unaware that we even created this experience in the first place, because it's the sum of all of our actions in action, along with what we're manifesting and creating, and ultimately in reality. And because we create reality, and it's the reality that we create, it's also reality that we can even destroy and create again and recreate on the conscious timeline. It's because reality is so real that we feel stuck in it. So that's just welcome to the of world of being a Virgo or a Virgo rising. So I just wanted to pipe in today a little bit about that. Join me for my beta for Change Your Stars. I'm super excited to launch this one. I'll be doing a Webisode bonus series. I'm super excited again, Sunday. If you join me, I'm going to, for those of you that have actually showed up to at least one or all of them, be sure to check your email. You'll be getting a link. But I'm going to explore the energy body through the Chinese system, which I work with that in the body, whether I work with light or sound or vibration, the acupuncture points. I've assisted people with Bell's palsy, cleared that up for them, just different things the energy body kind of houses in different aspects to unblock and get you back on your corridor. So I'm going to be exploring that along with the environment, feng shui. So it's going to be like the environment, earth, heavens, acupuncture points, and a body, the Chinese system in the body, based on time, space, dimensions. Anyway, so be sure to check that out if you can. And Ashe, I will see you on the other side. As always, blessings to you. Grateful for showing up. And thank you.